Let's get right into it. Welcome to today's Explainer. The world is moving fast, and we're here to distill the noise into clear, verified facts. I'm excited to walk you through some of the most critical global updates breaking right now.
Now, before we hit the news, let's ground ourselves in a simple truth. In a hyper-connected world, speed absolutely feeds our curiosity, right? It grabs our attention instantly. But it's the accuracy of the facts, the verified truth, that actually earns our trust over time. That's the lens we're looking through today as we unpack these stories. So here's our roadmap. We're looking at global tensions and sanctions, national law and infrastructure, a tragedy in Afghanistan, and finishing up with why the truth matters. Let's kick things off with Section 1, Global Tensions and Sanctions. Things in West Asia are escalating rapidly. Right now, US-B bombers have hit Iranian IRGC targets for the 13th night in a row. At the same time, we're seeing continued Houthi attacks on Saudi tankers in the Red Sea. It's crucial to understand these aren't just isolated incidents. They're massive friction points sending shockwaves across the globe. And you can immediately see those shockwaves in the economy. The direct fallout from this regional instability has pushed Brent crude oil right past the $100 a barrel mark. That is a massive threshold. When oil crosses that line, it literally drives up shipping costs everywhere and completely shakes up global trade dynamics. Shifting from military actions to economic strategy, diplomats in the EU have officially agreed on their 21st sanctions package against Russia. It's a huge coordinated move, showing a very united front from the European Union. What's really fascinating here is the sheer scope of this package. They aren't just painting with broad strokes. They are specifically going after 94 different financial institutions. We're talking major banks and investment firms here. Plus, they're actively cracking down on Russia's so-called shadow fleet. These are the specific covert vessels that have historically been used to quietly slip past these exact kinds of international restrictions. To put that economic squeeze into perspective, check out the oil price cap. It's now strictly frozen at $44.10 per barrel. When you compare that to the previous $60 limit, that is a sharp, aggressive drop. It's a move specifically designed to deeply intensify the financial pressure. Moving on to Section 2, National Law and Infrastructure. Let's bring the focus over to India, where the Supreme Court has just handed down some major decisions that really shape the democratic and legal landscape. The highest court has been incredibly busy lately handling two highly publicized rulings. Now, we have to look at these two matters completely separately to avoid any confusion. First, the court declined to block the political merger of 6 Shiv Sena MPs with the Shinde faction. Then, in a totally independent decision, they refused to initiate suo motu proceedings regarding police actions during recent student protests, meaning they decided not to intervene on their own motion in that specific case. Pivoting from the courtroom to some pretty cool infrastructure tech, the National Highways Authority of India has rolled out a major digital initiative. It's an app called Rajmarg Yatra, and it's designed to issue local e-passes for toll plazas directly to your smartphone. The magic number to remember here is 20 kilometers. This platform is specifically for residents who live within a strict 20-kilometer radius of a toll plaza. If you fall inside that geographical zone, this is definitely going to modernize your daily commute. The real-world benefits here are pretty immediate. The whole goal of this smart, seamless system is to save people time. It's completely cashless, totally paperless, and honestly, it's just about making everyday local travel hassle-free.
That brings us to Section 3, Tragedy in Afghanistan.
We need to ground this explainer with a very sobering look at the human reality happening on the ground. In eastern Afghanistan, specifically the Nuristan region, incredibly intense rains have triggered absolutely devastating flash floods. It's a truly heartbreaking situation. Rescue operations are underway right now, but the disaster has already claimed the lives of at least 26 people. Authorities are deeply concerned that as search and rescue teams continue their work, that death toll may rise even further. And beyond the devastating loss of life, the sheer scale of physical destruction is immense. Dozens of homes have been completely wiped out. Vital roads, bridges, and critical regional infrastructure have been either severely damaged or totally destroyed, which has unfortunately left these communities completely isolated and in desperate need of help. Let's head into our final section, Section 4, The Truth Matters. I want to tie all these intense, diverse stories together with a classic quote: "News is what somebody somewhere wants to suppress. All the rest is advertising." It really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the constant battle against hidden information and exactly why we have to keep digging deeper. Uncovering those hidden truths, whether we're talking about high-stakes global military conflicts, complex economic policies, intricate legal rulings, or the tragic realities of natural disasters, that is exactly why objective, factual reporting is so indispensable to us all. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. We covered a lot of ground today, and I hope breaking it down like this helps clarify the powerful forces shaping our world right now. So I'll leave you with this final thought. How will you use these verified facts to stay ahead in such an unpredictable world? Stay alert, stay updated, and always keep seeking the truth. See you next time.